Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been dreaming of a vacation that combines stunning natural beauty, world-class wineries, and charming small towns without completely emptying your wallet, then you've come to the right place. Today, I'm taking you on an unforgettable journey to one of New York's best-kept secrets, the Finger Lakes region. Get ready, because I'm about to show you how to have an absolutely amazing trip, and I'll be breaking down all the costs, must-see spots, and delicious food along the way. So what exactly are the Finger Lakes? Picture this: 11 long, narrow lakes carved by glaciers stretching like fingers across central New York. Each lake has its own unique vibe, surrounded by rolling hills, lush vineyards, and some of the most breathtaking waterfalls you'll ever see. Forget the hustle and bustle of New York City. This is a whole different world. It's peaceful, it's picturesque, and honestly, it's the perfect escape. For our trip, we decided to spend 4 days and 3 nights exploring this incredible area. Our home base was near Seneca Lake, which is the largest and deepest of the Finger Lakes, and right in the heart of wine country. Now, let's talk budget. You might think a trip like this would be expensive, but you'll be surprised. Our total cost for 2 people, including accommodation, gas, food, and activities, came to just under $1,000. That's less than $500 per person for a 4-day getaway. Stick around, and I'll give you a detailed breakdown of how we managed that. All right, let's dive into day 1. We drove up from the city, which took about 4.5 hours. The drive itself is beautiful, especially as you get closer to the region and the landscape starts to change. Our first stop, the one and only Watkins Glen State Park. I'm not exaggerating when I say this place feels like it straight out of a fantasy movie. Within just 2 miles, the park's gorge trail descends past 19 waterfalls. You walk over stone bridges, under cascading water, and through narrow, moss-covered canyons. It's absolutely magical. The entrance fee is only $10 per vehicle, which is a total bargain for the views you get. We spent about 2 hours here just soaking it all in and taking way too many photos. After that incredible hike, we were ready to check into our accommodation. We found a cozy little Airbnb cabin just a few miles from Seneca Lake. It cost us about $150 per night. It had a small kitchen, which was perfect, because we planned to cook some of our own meals to save money. Pro tip: booking your accommodation in advance, especially during the peak season of summer and fall, is a must. Things fill up fast. Once we were settled in, it was time for our first taste of Finger Lakes wine. The Seneca Lake Wine Trail is the largest and most active in the region, with over 30 wineries. Our first visit was to Herman J. Weimer Vineyard. They are famous for their Rieslings, and let me tell you, they did not disappoint. The tasting experience was fantastic, with knowledgeable staff who explained each wine with so much passion. A standard tasting costs around $15 to $20, and it's worth every penny. We sat outside, sipping delicious wine and looking out over the vineyards, stretching down to the lake. It was the perfect end to our first day. For dinner, we headed into the charming town of Geneva, located at the northern tip of Seneca Lake. We ate at a place called FLX Table, which offers a unique communal dining experience. It's a bit of a splurge, so you'll need to book way in advance, but it's an incredible culinary adventure. If you're looking for something more casual, there are plenty of great pubs and cafes. We spent about $80 on our dinner that night. Day 2 was all about waterfalls and more wine. We started our morning by driving over to Ithaca, home to Cornell University, and the famous slogan, "Ithaca is gorgeous." And it really is. We explored Ithaca Falls, which is right in the city, and then headed to Robert H. Treman State Park. The highlight there is Lucifer Falls, a stunning 115-foot waterfall. The hike to get there is moderately challenging, but so rewarding. Just like Watkins Glen, the park entrance fee was just $10. After our morning hike, we were ready to explore the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail. This is the first organized wine trail in America, and it has a slightly more laid-back feel compared to Seneca. We visited Thirsty Owl Wine Company, not just for the wine, but for their amazing bistro. We had lunch on their deck overlooking Cayuga Lake. I had a delicious wood-fired pizza and a glass of their crisp traminette. Lunch cost us about $50 for 2, including the wine. The view alone was priceless. Later in the afternoon, we stopped by a couple more wineries, including Sheldrake Point Winery, which was named New York State Winery of the Year multiple times. Their tasting room is beautiful, and their rosé is one of the best I've ever had. One thing we loved about the wineries here is how friendly and unpretentious everyone is. Whether you're a wine expert or a total beginner, you feel completely welcome. For dinner on day 2, we decided to use the kitchen in our cabin. We stopped at a local farm stand and picked up some fresh vegetables, cheese, and a loaf of bread. We grilled up some sausages we brought with us and had a simple, delicious meal on our porch. This dinner cost us less than $20. It was a great way to save money and just relax after a busy day. Day 3 was our designated lake day. You can't come to the Finger Lakes and not get out on the water. We rented a kayak for a couple of hours to explore a part of Seneca Lake. It was so peaceful paddling along the shoreline, seeing the wineries and homes from a different perspective. Kayak rentals are pretty affordable, usually around $25 an hour. If you're feeling more adventurous, you can also rent boats or go on a guided boat tour. In the afternoon, we explored the town of Hammondsport on Keuka Lake. It's known as the birthplace of aviation in America and has a really cool historic vibe. We visited the Glen H. Curtis Museum, which was fascinating. Keuka Lake is unique because it's shaped like a Y. The wine trail here is smaller, but it has some fantastic wineries known for their sparkling wines and unique grape varietals. We also made a stop at a few breweries. The Finger Lakes isn't just about wine, the craft beer scene is exploding. We loved Two Goats Brewing, which has a funky, rustic deck with one of the best lake views you can imagine. They have great beer and a simple food menu. It's a super casual and fun spot to hang out. For our final dinner, we treated ourselves to a meal at the Elf in the Oak, a tiny, quirky restaurant near our cabin. The food is incredible, made with locally sourced ingredients. It was another fantastic meal that really showcased the flavors of the region. This dinner was around $70. So let's do a quick cost breakdown. Our Airbnb was $450 for 3 nights. Gas was about $80 for the whole trip. For food, we spent around $300 mixing restaurant meals with cooking our own. And for activities, including park fees and wine tastings, we spent about $150. That brings our grand total to $980. Pretty amazing, right? On our final day, day 4, we had a leisurely breakfast at a local diner before starting the drive home. We couldn't leave without one last stop, though. We visited the Miranda Cheese Company to stock up on some of their amazing artisanal cheeses. It was the perfect souvenir to bring home. Reflecting on our trip, the Finger Lakes exceeded all of our expectations. It's a region of incredible diversity. One minute you're hiking through a dramatic gorge, the next you're sipping world-class wine with a view of a sparkling lake. The people are warm, the food is fresh and delicious, and the scenery is simply spectacular. If you're planning a trip, my advice is to pick 1 or 2 lakes as your base and explore from there. Trying to see all 11 lakes in one trip would be way too much. Seneca and Cayuga are great choices for first-timers because they have the highest concentration of wineries and attractions. Also, don't forget to pack comfortable shoes for hiking and maybe a light jacket, as the weather can change quickly. So, is the Finger Lakes region worth visiting? 1,000 times, yes. It's the perfect destination for a romantic getaway, a trip with friends, or even a solo adventure. It offers that perfect blend of relaxation and activity, and you can truly make it as budget-friendly or as luxurious as you want. I hope this video has inspired you to consider the Finger Lakes for your next vacation. It is a truly special part of the country that deserves to be on everyone's travel list. If you have any questions about our trip or want recommendations, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help you plan your own adventure. Thanks so much for watching and for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more travel guides and adventures. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.